Challenges for the peoples, Haitian, Dominican, the people of Latin America, to elect. It is necessary for every citizen to become aware of its role as a voter. The people of the countries of Latin America, the Haitian people, the people of Santo Domingo, to name a few, are unable to choose a president that reflects the deepest aspiration of the people and the real needs of the nation. The misery of this nation depends on these voters. Electing a president should be an important event, a choice that should be made meticulously the people of these nations. Unfortunately, it is obvious that they do not care too much about elections. They vote irresponsibly. From a democratic point of view, all persons who are qualified to go to the polls should take this opportunity to participate in the politics of their country. In the countries of Latin America, Haiti, Santo Domingo, the President of the Republic is the most important character of the state of the constitutional regime. Therefore, people should be carefully select their president. Choose it with the head, but not with the heart. We need the people who has no personal ambition, which is not a prankster, but to elect a president who has profound aspiration for the people and an important needs, concrete for the nations. The intellectuals of the countries of Latin America, Haiti, Santo Domingo, and other countries in the world must go to the polls to avoid participating in the destruction of their country, in order to avoid committing a crime against their country, which is a crime of high treason. The fate of a nation is too important to leave adrift, to leave it in the hands of the people who do not know how to choose. People who can be manipulated by the politicians. People who can be easily indulged in corruption. Indeed, every citizen of a nation can place a star in the monument of development of his country. Every citizen of a country has a place he can occupy in the social fabric of his country. And this is the essential precondition for success. John of Varinde said, the most difficult is not to do his duty, is to know where he stands. Democratic is a political system of free will, which election play a major role. No one can ignore the free will of man is a gift from God, but it has its consequences. St. Augustine said, free will is good, which can indeed abuse, but it is also those the dignity of man. The intellectual of the world, I'm speaking to you specifically. Your free will seems to be your dignity, which you can use to the poll to change your country. But you must also use this ability to help voters who do not know how to choose. People that the decision can lead the country to ruin. People that the decision can transform the country as a stable. People that their decision make the country become a laughing stock, which the international community can make fun of the nations. Conscientious intellectual. I'm not talking about lame intellectuals. Need to know when choosing a bad president, a vile man could cause damages, shame, destruction, immorality, corruption, prostitution, nepotism, injustice. And that's why every educated citizen has to use his influence with his family, his friend, and his community in order to guard from now until the election against electing a candidate that is not qualified to be president. We must help the people to distinguish true from false prophet, to avoid repeating the same mistakes, to avoid causing accident of history, to end this chronic crisis of legitimacy and give the country every chance to rebuild. The people of the world must avoid voting for people who will not consider the problem of their country at heart. Proudhon said, one must have lived in this booth called National Assembly to conceive how men who ignore the necessity, the state of a country, are almost always those who represent it. Haiti, Santo Domingo, the countries of Latin America, African countries are facing a chronic crisis of legitimacy, poverty, injustice, and others. It is because these people are unaware of what qualities are needed to achieve the function of a president. Saying goes, the clothes do not make the man, but it helps to recognize the man. A citizen who is inspired to become a president of his country must dress socially. In other words, a president needs to dress elegantly. You must have a strong and sociable character. You must be able to talk perfectly the language and the official language of the country. You must be a team player. A president must be sincere, not to lie to himself and his people. A president should be a social actor. I repeat again, a president must be a team player, but decide alone. A president must be able to reach a consensus with the opposition of the big issues of the laws of the country. He must be the mark of his nation. He must be able to navigate in the new technologies, such as send a tweet, browse Google, receive and send emails. This knowledge could help a president to understand international politics. Haitian people, Haitian intellectuals, people of Santo Domingo intellectuals, people of the country of Latin America, the intellectual of the countries of Latin America, African people, African intellectuals, the intellectual countries. The fate of your country depends on you. Therefore, choose a president that you can trust. A president who can make milk and honey flow in your country. It is time for you to judge that your country needs a profound change. And this change depends on you. Thank you.